In October 2002, Youth United for Change students led School District CEO Paul Vallis on a tour of Kensington High School and asked him for a new building. By December 2002, Vallis announced there would be a new building for Kensington. Students were excited about winning their campaign for a new building, but were not satisfied with just a shiny new building. So they presented a plan to break Kensington into 4 small schools in front of Paul Vallis and 75 community residents in March 2003.
Being a part of YUC, it helps like the students a lot, like to learn more about the schools and like what really going on in the school and like in our education, and like we have a voice in the say-so of what we want our education to be like.
There were already community organizations that had been involved in working for small schools at Kensington, which was Youth United for Change, New Kensington CDC, and North Square Civic Association.
New Kensington Community Development Corporation is obviously a community development corporation. We do housing counseling and energy assistance. We do housing renovation. We just recently did a 27-unit artist live workspace right next door to Kensington High School Annex. We do neighborhood organizing. We do economic development, and we do our land use management program, which has been a program that's been tremendous in turning around this neighborhood, in cleaning up vacant lots and getting them into different reuses.
By April 2004, the Kensington High School design team was created to start the planning process for Kensington's small schools. Members of the design team felt it was important to extend the planning process to include more community and school members. So the William Penn Foundation funded Concordia LLC and the Philadelphia Education Fund to lead the community in a 7-month community planning process.
We had been working to broaden the planning process and wanted it to be more democratic and have more voices at the table. Concordia came at a time where we had been pushing the district to get a bigger planning process, and so they just kind of took it, which was good.
You know, over the past couple of years, we've been really involved in a planning process in the neighborhood. And I think that we tried really hard to make sure that everybody was included in the process. I know a number of groups came in the beginning and decided that it was too much work, or you know, it really wasn't something they were interested in, or that they had the time to commit to it. But I think everybody who stayed involved in the planning process really appreciates what we got out of it. Not to say that it was easy, because it wasn't, and not to say that it wasn't frustrating, because at times it was very frustrating. But you know, in the end, you know, people learned a lot more about the school and about the neighborhood and about what the needs of the community are.
Over the course of the planning process, more than 140 community members joined the discussion, devoting many hours in researching potential solutions and strategies. This process culminated in a planning report and a set of recommendations from the design team.
From a mother of 5 children and a grandmother of 2, this has been mixed emotions. It's been a wonderful experience in the learning and the participation, but it's been hard. Something inside of me told me to just keep going to the meetings and don't give up, because it's not all about just my children, it's about all the children.
It's like a lot of community members, they got kids, and I think they should see, you know, what their kids go through every day in school. I think they should be more involved, because in my school we got this, it's a little group called Green City Youth, and they like trying to green the community now.
Roll it, roll that thing. Roll that chunky.
Watch your hands, watch your fingers on the wire. Oh, careful, it's gonna go.
Ow! Yeah.
Okay.
Then to make sure these recommendations were to be implemented and that the community would continue to be involved in the small schools process, members of the design team formed a sustainability circle. The Kensington High School students and the Kensington community have put a lot of hard work and time into the Small Schools campaign and the reconfiguration of their school. Students and community expect to continue to be a part of all the important decisions about their school. We are proud to announce that Kensington High School is now broken into 3 high schools: Creative Performing Arts, business and entrepreneurship, and culinary arts. We expect the new school building and the fourth small school themed social justice to be open in September 2008.
Well, I'm really glad to see that we've broken down into the small schools today. We're going to ultimately have 4 small schools, the School for Social Justice, which I think is really going to be a catalyst for kids that want to go on to college and beyond. The Business and Technology School will be great for kids that just want to get out into business and don't have the wherewithal to go to college right now, but maybe someday. The Kappa School we're really excited about because that's going to be the new school, and you know, we're all hoping it's going to be state of the art. And with all of the artists that we're trying to get into the neighborhood, and with the other work that we're doing and the work we're doing on Frankfurt Avenue, you know, we're really looking forward to the Kappa School because we believe that we're going to be able to make a lot of connections and do a lot of collaboration around that school. And then of course the Culinary School has always been our little emerald garden, and we're really, you know, really happy to be able to working with them.
Small schools can have a really profound effect if they're handled well. A lot of the research talks about when you have smaller schools, it enables the staff to make more connections with the kids. A lot of the research looking at kids dropping out of school is saying that, you know, these kids are feeling disengaged. They're not feeling a part of the educational program or connected to a lot of adults in the school. When you have a smaller school, it makes it easier to do that. So the idea, first of all, just getting more kids to actually, you know, like enjoy school and to actually graduate is something that will have a profound effect on the immediate community. And then long term, again, people who have higher skill sets really, you know, what does that mean to community? And I'm also a big believer in the idea of hope. And I think that when kids are in a big school where very few people are actually graduating, that the level of hope diminishes and the level of frustration increases. And so trying to make that cultural shift in the school and in the surrounding community, you know, schools they're the center of the community. You know, when they're not functioning well, it makes it hard for the community to function well.
What do I see at Kensington 10 years from now?
I think it will be more advanced, more challenging, and like the atmosphere will be more peaceful and like inviting, and the community will be more involved.
Kids are going to college and they're achieving and they're proud to be there.
It's gonna be a dream school. Like if I was to be still in school 10 years from now, it would be the school that I wanted because we don't got no library, so I can't say like after school I'm gonna go to the library and I'm gonna finish my project because there's not a library there.
Parents aren't walking around the neighborhood going, where can I send my kid other than Kensington? But they're actually knocking down Kensington's door because Kensington is a school that they want to send their kids to.
I see them just being leaders now. So I think that this process has been wonderful for them and the experience is great.